Desk. Thank you. Put your hands, hands on the desk. I want to make sure you guys are on task, like Shanasia is sitting. So for this first problem, Shanasia, you don't get a point if you're going to call out like that. Right now I'm about to give you guys the instructions for our next activity, okay? So I'm going to put a problem up on this board, and I want you to silently think about this problem, about the answer that you think you have, and how you got it. And during this activity, we're not going to be blurting out answers, okay? Even if you think you have the right answer and you want to share it, I'm going to ask you guys to show a silent thumb when you're ready, okay? We want to give everybody enough time to think about this, okay?
Should I pass it later?
No. Michael, eyes on the board. We're doing silent thumbs if we think we have the answer. Silent thumbs there. We want everybody to have time to think about it. Silent thumbs when you're ready. Ooh. Everybody. Silent thumbs. We don't want to be waving our hands. That's distracting. Other people are trying to think. And we don't want to be distracting. So put a silent thumb to your chest, please. Okay? We want everybody to be able to think about this problem. Alright, so I see 3 silent thumbs. Do you need more time to think about it? No? Okay, Shanasia, I see your silent thumb then. Thank you. That lets me know that you're ready to talk about this. Okay. So, who wants to share what the answer they got? Michael? How much did you say? You got 29. Ooh. Does anyone agree with that answer? Who disagrees? Okay, let's think about this. Mike, what answer did you get? 21. Okay. How did you get that answer? Everybody, eyes on Mike, he's speaking right now.
We did a 60 and a 70, so that was 20 to 210. And we did it brought the 50 and $6, so we got one left over.
Okay, so who can repeat what Mike just said? So I want us to start listening to other people so that if I ask you, you can share out what the other person said, right? And that just shows us that we're listening and we're following along with what other people are saying. So Mike, can you repeat again and everybody listen up to what Mike was just saying?
That the 210, 60 and 70, the 210, there's 20 in it. The 59 is not already at the 60, so there's one left over.
Okay.
And there's 21.
Michael, did you hear what he was saying? What was he talking about? Katie. It's kind of a long process, right? So I heard him talking about, Katie, can we put our hands down right now? We're just going to be listening. We're focusing on what Mike was saying, okay? So sounds like what Mike did is he wanted to get from 60 and 70. Why did you choose to go to use 60? Mike?
I choose to go to 60 because the only thing we have to do is minus
Minus a 10. Okay, so you knew that.
The answer would be 10.
Okay, so you knew that 70 and 60 are 10 away from each other, right? So if you look on a number line, you guys have seen number lines before, right? Michael, eyes on me. So you saw 70. You chose to use 60 because you knew 60 was how many away? 10 away. But how far away is 60 and 59? Shanasia? Are you tracking? How far away is 59 and 60? Yeah. So this is the problem. over 60. And I'm trying to figure out how he got from 59 to 60.
Because
We are not moving our desks around.
60, he gets to move one more.
One more. Okay, so he went from 59 to 60. And then what did he do, Shanisha? How did he get to 70?
He went half.
How many hops? Or how big of a hop? Okay. Katie, are you tracking with us right now? We're trying to get from 60 to 70. So, Katie, eyes on me. Everybody? Eyes over here. So, Mike went from 59 to 60. How did he get to 70? How many more did he need? We're not clearing it out right now. I just called on Katie. So Katie said 10. So this was how many? 1. And how many did it take to get from 60 to 70?
It's from 60 to get to 70.
So how much does it take to get from 59 to 70? 11. Good. So 59 to 70 is 11. Okay. I have another problem that I want you guys to work on. Eyes on me. Katie, hands on your desk. We don't need to be messing around in our inside of our desks. Okay, silently think about this. We're not blurting out the answer. Can everybody see that? Is it big enough? Okay, we're not raising our hands. I want us to show silent thumb when you think you have the answer. Take your time to think about it. Think about what we did to get from 59 to 60. And see if you could do something similar to get from 49 to 70. You thinking about it? Mike, put your head up. Silently. Don't want to be distracting. Silent thumbs. What did I say about blurting out? We want to give everybody time to think about it so that they're not nervous and anxious trying to come up with an answer. Right, Mike. Silent thumbs, please. I don't need to ask you guys again. I don't want to start giving out warnings, but I will. All right. How about we turn and talk with our partner? So Shaneja and Mike, can you talk with each other about what answer you got and how you got it? And Katie and Michael, do you want to just kind of turn and talk to each other as well? And I want you guys to be listening to what the other person is saying so that you might be able to tell me what they said, okay? Mike and Shaneja, turn and talk. Shaneja? So, what do you agree with? 21? I think it's 31? Okay. Mike, did you also think it was 31? Okay. How did you get that again? How much was 7 and 59?
Can you explain how you got
What was the
20?
difference between 59
Because
and
you guys got with 10 homes. You guys are 10, or you guys were,
11?
so,
Because you were just saying
so
20.
what's, so,
So, does that change how you're thinking about the second problem? Sit in your seat. You don't need to be out.
okay.
Yeah.
So you switch it.
So, Shaneja, so you got 31. How did you think about it?
So do you, what do you think?
Mike, can you
Do you
listen
think
up
that
to
you're-
Shaneja?
Do they have, what do you
Wait.
want to revise your answer?
Okay, Let's let Shanasia explain how she saw it though. Sit up in your chair. Sit up. I don't need to ask you again.
Okay, so what I did is, I'll show you on here. So, 49,
Okay.
so minus 70, so I went to 50,
31.
and then 70 minus 50.
How did you get
7 minus 5 is 2.
How did your calculator work?
And then I knew I added 1, so I can get that one back. But then
Okay.
you
Okay. So
what's confusing is that a lot of times you think it's 30 plus 7 minus 3 or 4 is 3.
So if you
But you gotta remember
when it was
the 9.
40, so
So
7
because
minus
7
40
is 3,
equals 30.
30.
But 49 is bigger than 40, right? So wouldn't your
That's why
answer be
a lot of times
smaller
it looks like
than 30?
30. I want you guys to both show.
Yeah,
So all
so
you guys have these strategies.
it was smaller than 30. Did you add 9? So what would you be? Okay, Mike?
It's 21.
Okay,
We're
thanks
ready
very
to
much.
share.
Okay, so let's share out what are the answers that we got. Can you put a sign up them if you want to share your answer? Michael? 21. How did you do that? Let's listen up to Mike. Michael. Katie, get out of your desk. That's a warning. I've asked you so many times.
Do you have anything else you want me to take to this stuff?
Sorry,
Do you
Michael.
still want this for later? No, keep it open.
Okay, so you went from 70 to 50? Is that what you did? So I'm going to use a different color for this one. So you thought about the number 50, right? Why did you use 50? Yeah, sit in your seat. I don't have to you. Okay, so you saw 50 being how far away from 70? Okay, but how did you get from 49 to 70 then? Okay, you counted up from 49? Okay. Okay. Awesome. So you used 50. Katie, do you want to maybe add on? How did he get to 50? Katie? Share out. Okay. So you went from 70 to 30 or 40? 7 minus 4. Okay. So you did 70. That was kind of not great. So you did 70 minus 40. And how much was that? That was 30. And then 30 minus 9. I think Shanasia did something similar too. And I think that's definitely one way we can do it. I think also though, what Michael was doing was using 50. And I think this is an interesting way to solve it. So instead of subtracting 9 and getting to 40, if you add 1 from 49, so if you go up 1, and then we know how far away are 50 and 70? Shanasia? What's the difference between them?
49 to 70 was the first one that we subtracted.
Okay, so how far away
minus 5.
Yeah. 2 tens. Okay, good. So how much would that be? If we have 2 tens?
20.
20. Okay. So this is 20. So how much is that all together? Katie? Thank you for showing me a silent thumb. How much would be, so we jumped 1, and then we jumped 20.
Look at the blue lines.
21. Okay. So for this next one, we're going to do 70 minus 39. So think about what we just did to get to 50 from 49 and how that helped us solve the problem. And think silently about whether or not you can use that to solve this one. And show me a silent thumb when you're ready to share out your answer. It's worked silently. Michael, turn around. Alright. So when you're ready, you think you have an answer, show me a silent thumb. Alright, I see 3 thumbs. Are we all ready to move on? Okay. Who wants to share the answer? Sit in your seat. Mike?
My answer was 31 because I added my answer 31 plus 39 equals 7.
Okay, so you got, what was your answer? Mike,
31.
how did you get 31? Why are we moving the desk around so much? How did Mike get 31, Katie?
Because he did 7 minus 3, and that equals 30, and he did 30 minus 3. And 7 minus 3 equals 30.
Katie, can we think about how we used the strategy for the last one? The last problem,
Oh,
70 minus 49, and we used the strategy here. Can you, Michael? Can you try and use the strategy we used last time on this number line to explain how we would solve for 70 minus 39? No, I'd like to hear from Caitlin. Do you want help?
Okay, let's think again. 49 and 70. The difference between them, we found that. Katie, sit down. You already have one warning. I don't want you to move again. Eyes on me. So, to get this answer, we thought, okay, 49 is close to 50. Hands under your desk. You don't need anything right now.
I'll take that for you.
We thought 49 is close to 50, and 70 and 50 are easier to figure out how much is between them, right? So to get to 50, we just added 1. Can we think about how we would do the same strategy to solve 70 minus 39? Do we need to turn and talk about this? No? Okay, Michael, do you think you have... Yeah. Okay. Okay, awesome. So what Michael did is he saw this and he thought, okay, it's close to 40, and I know 70 minus 40 is what? Shanasia, what's 70 minus 40?
30.
30, good. So he knew that 70 minus 40 is 30. So here's 40. And to get from 40 to 70 was, Mike, how much was that?
31.
To get to 40 to 70? 30. Okay. But he used 40 because he knew that the 40 and 39 were 1 away from each other. So what would the answer be? What's the difference between 39 and 70? Perfect. 31 away. So 30 plus 1 equals 31. Okay. So we have one more problem that we're going to look at. It's a little bit different. Not too different. Still think of the strategies that we've been using, how we have figured out how far away another tens number is. So, our last problem is 70 minus 34. Let's think silently about what we think that answer is. Katie, head up. Everybody heads up. Push your knees need to be underneath your desk, so push your desk in. 70 minus 34. Put a silent thumb to your chest when you think you have the answer. So for the other ones, we tried to figure out how to get to a number like 40 or 50 or 60. So how would we do that to help us solve this? Okay, who wants to share their answer? Shanasia?
My answer is 40.
It's 40? Okay. How did you get 40?
Because 7 minus 3 is 4.
Okay, 7 minus 3 equals 4. But is this just 70 minus 30? 70 minus 34. Who wants to give a shot? Right?
45.
You're getting closer. So let's draw this on the number line to kind of help us out. So I'm going to do another number line down here because this one's getting a little confusing, right? So we know 70 is over here. And 34 is over here. So let's think of how we could get to a number that would help us solve this. So what number could we try and add to get to this?
30, 40.
You want to get to 40? I think that would be a good idea because in the other problems, what did we do? We jumped up 1 to get to 40. Because that's an easier answer, easier problem, 70 minus 40 to figure out. Okay, so how far away is 34 from 40? How much do you need to add to 34 to get to 40? Good. So,
Yeah.
okay. So we need to add 6 to get to 40. Then how do you get to 70? Right?
40 to 7.
Yeah. 30. Okay, so Shanasia, how much do you need to add to 34 for us to get the answer, for us to get up to 70?
30. 30.
That's if we started at 40, but we're starting at 34. So what do we need to do? Katie, do you want to share out? 36, how did you get 36? Okay, so you added the 6 that we used to get up to 40 to the 30 that we used to get up to 70. So 6 plus 30 equals 36. Okay, are you guys kind of seeing the way that you can add small numbers to get up to an easier number to work with? Because you guys were all very quickly able to know, okay, 70 minus 50 is how much?
20.
20. Okay, so 70 minus 50 is 20. So that's an easier problem to solve than 70 minus 49. That looks kind of unfriendly when we first look at it, right? So we figured out that if we add 1 to that number to get up to 40, then all we have to do is figure out what the difference between 40 and 70 is, and then add those together, and that ends up being our answer. Okay?
Alright.
Awesome. Good work, guys.
Alright, we're gonna transition to something new. A new activity. So when I see everyone with their hands on top of their desk, I'm gonna call on you and give you directions what to do. Sitting straight up with their hands on their desk. Michael has his hands on his desk